I'm Parkie the Park Ranger.
And my name's Squeakers.
We read the Bible and we help each other. So explore with us. Today's the day.
Let's see what the Bible has to say.
Hey everybody! My name is Parkie the Park Ranger, and I am so excited that you're here today to help us tell another story from the Bible. Now again, I can't find Squeakers anywhere. Do you see a squirrel? Squeakers! Squeakers!
Here I am.
How you doing today, Squeakers?
I'm great. How are you, Parkie?
Well, I'm doing just swell. Would you mind helping me tell another story from the Bible today?
Oh, I'd love to. Where are clues?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Here is our first clue. Now, this is familiar. What could this be?
A crown.
Oh, a crown. Nicely done, Squeakers. Let's look at our second clue. Now, what is this?
Binoculars?
Oh, binoculars. Nicely done, Squeakers. So we have our crown, we have some binoculars, and here is our final clue. Now, what is this?
Roar. A lion.
Oh, a lion. Excellent job. So we've got our crown, we've got our binoculars, and we have our lion. What story from the Bible could this be?
What about Daniel in the lion's den?
Oh, that is a great story. Man, I love this story. Will you help me tell it, Squeakers?
Oh, of course.
Perfect. Well, thank you. Well, everybody, today our story comes from the book of Daniel, and you guessed it, it's about a man named Daniel. Now, when Daniel was alive, there was a king named King Darius, and he ruled over all the land. Well, to help him rule over this land, he had 3 advisors. Now, one of them was Daniel. You see, there were 2 others that were really kind of jealous of Daniel because Daniel was promoted to be second in line to the king. He would help the king in all of his matters, and that made them jealous. So one day, they decided, we need to spy on Daniel and see if he messes up, because we want to be in his position. Well, that's the thing. Daniel never messed up. He was very obedient. He obeyed the law, and he obeyed God. They couldn't really figure out what to do, so they came up with a trick. They went to the king, and they wrote into law a law that said for 1 week, everyone had to pray to the king and to nobody else.
Oh, no.
Now, they did this because they knew that Daniel was a very faithful and obedient servant to God. And they knew they would catch him praying to God because 3 times a day, Daniel would go to his window, open the curtains, and pray to God. So that's exactly what they did. The law was signed, meaning the king himself couldn't undo the law. So the advisors went to the window where Daniel would pray. Daniel opened the curtains and began to pray to God. And they saw that he made the choice to pray to God, not to King Darius, and had him thrown into the lion's den.
Roar.
Oh my goodness, and that was not a place you wanted to be. You see, lions are ferocious animals that are meat eaters and will just destroy. But here's the thing. King Darius liked Daniel. He didn't want this to happen to Daniel. So all through the night, while Daniel was in the lion's den, King Darius couldn't sleep. He was so worried. Well, in the morning, King Darius went to the cave and he called out, "Daniel, are you in there?" And guess what happened, Squeakers?
What happened?
Daniel walked out without a scratch on his body. Do you know how?
Did God shut the mouths of the lions?
You're exactly right. God kept Daniel safe all through the night in the lion's den. Well, King Darius was so excited to see Daniel completely safe, and he realized the other advisors had tricked him. Well, he had those advisors thrown into the lion's den, and before they hit the ground, the lions were roaring and biting and biting.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and it proved that God had kept Daniel safe all through the lion's den. You know what? I love this story for a lot of reasons, but one of them is that I love what we can learn from it. And that's that God wants us to pray and rely on him just like Daniel did in the lion's den, right?
Wow, that's a great story, Parkie, to know that we can always pray and rely on God.
It sure is, and thank you for helping me tell this story. Well, we'll see you guys back next week. Have a great week.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.